Hi Pisces. Let me take a little sip real quick. That bitch be thirsty. Just in case you want to know, because I know nobody asked. That's grapefruit juice and orange juice. Organic, freshly squeezed, delicious. Side note. Anyways, Pisces, I see you back. If you are brand new Pisces, I am your girl, the Hyphy Healer, your favorite vibe stealer. And around here in East Oakland, I sling tarot cards and I be all in your business. Now, if you have never seen me before, I do. Now, in my tarot card readings, there are some requirements. You cannot just ride this ride, okay? You must be using discernment and you must be practicing reciprocity. That's my requirements. You're not going to use on my black girl magic. You're not going to use on my black girl magic on the Lord's name, okay? So, if you are returning Pisces, I see you back to the bush and the shenanigans. So, let's get into the tarot because, bitch, I know that's why you're here. Pisces. I feel like this is for a Pisces who is no longer stagnant, okay? You are no longer in that dreamy state where it's just you and spirit. You're no longer in the hermit mode state. You are no longer just praying and meditating and going down the rabbit hole that one can go down on the spiritual journey. I say amen. If you know, you know. Okay. I feel like that's because you're ready to make all of your dreams come true. You're ready to manifest whatever it is, the dream job, the dream boo, the dream life, the dream kids, the dream bank account. You ready to move on it. And I feel like you are being guided. You're being intuitively guided. Now, Pisces, that ain't nothing to you because, you know what I'm saying, it's nothing to a pimp. You true to this, not new to this. And I feel like while you know it's time for you to start, and you're not necessarily staying stagnant, right? You're not in the hermit mode where you're not talking to anybody. You are not quite moving yet, right? It's like you're being at the finish line. You're not getting ready. You're not running the race, but you're at the starting line. Not the finish line, the starting line. That's going to make sense for somebody. I feel like, do you have a family? Not a family, but do you have either a family dynamic or a relationship where there is other people and you're married? Are you married? Is this what this is? Somebody tell me something because you know. Okay. You're married. Look, I was like, bitch, say less. Hold on, that's too many cards. Hold on. They're trying to, Spirit like to play with me and I ain't got time for the bullshit. Okay, so yes, to answer my question, Spirit came right in like a superhero and was like, yo, they are married. You are married. Okay. So I feel like I jumped into another timeline, but this makes sense. If you're on the married timeline and not the solo timeline where you're trying to make your dreams come true. If you're trying to make your dreams come true, you're going to have to put a lot of work into getting balance in your divine masculine and your divine feminine. If you are not a solo person and you are married, you definitely are married, okay? 2.5 kids, a cat, a dog, and some more shit. Grandpa live in the house, some more shit. If you are the couple dynamic, okay, I don't know who's who. I don't know if you're the fiery, feisty one that is being driven by intuition, right? You're moving forward. You're action orientated. It sounds like a divine masculine. But you're going to have to use your discernment. And then the other person, I feel like, is more quiet, more reserved, a little gentler, a little kinder. And they're not using their intuitive gifts. I feel like they're just looking at them, trying to figure out if it's really what it is, while the other person, I don't know if they just manifesting all willy-nilly, but okay, so the one who's a little more aggressive, moves fast, okay, definitely more concerned about winning, got a little temper to them. I don't know who that is. That give me masculine energy. The other one, like I said, is more quiet, more internally You know what I'm saying? There's stuff going on inside. In any case, I don't know who's who. Your family, and you doing a lot of work. Somebody doing a lot of work to keep this family and relationship and marriage working. Okay, they are busting it down to make sure that this relationship is working. Again, I don't know who's who. I don't know who's putting in a lot of work. Or maybe both of y'all. Maybe both of y'all are having to spend a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy to get this family dynamic to work. But it's opposite energy, so that's why I'm like, what? Are you guys... I want to say renegotiating, but I know that's not the language you use when you get married. Are y'all considering... I don't even get the word divorce. It's like... This relationship is too much work. This dynamic, this marriage is just too much work, and somebody is pissed off. That card says have faith, so I'm going to take that card and stay positive. Okay, that's good. Meditation. Okay, so whomever this is, Spirit wants you to know to have faith. Stay positive. This situation is not all bad. And I don't feel like it's all bad either. Again, I just feel like this is two people that are possibly not seeing eye to eye, right? They're trying to do the same thing. They're just doing it in different ways, if that makes any sense. One is more internally doing stuff, and I feel like one is more outwardly trying to do stuff and or win. Right? Feel accomplished, feel productive. Yep. The person you are asking about is trustworthy. So I'm going to take that. So I don't know if you're asking about this other person. Damn. You know, I hate when Spirit just be throwing cards at me. Hold on. Y'all just be real ratchet with it. Spirit also wants you to know that the person you are asking about is trustworthy. So now this is again where you're going to have to use discernment. Because I don't know if you're asking about them or you. Okay? I don't know if you're asking about your spiritual juju or this person. In any case, Spirit wants you to know that the person you are asking for is trustworthy. I also feel like this is more about you trusting your inner guidance. Spirit also wants you to spend more time outside. They said, what they had said was, you will see it. You'll figure it out when you figure it out. Use your imagination and you'll see the answer. Now, I know somebody's not going to like that, but all I'm saying is that's what they said. You ain't got to like the message, but don't shoot the messenger. That's all I'm saying, okay? Ashe, amen, somebody. Ashe, amen. So, yeah, for somebody, this is moving you in the step of the right direction for you. So, this could involve a new home or a new perception, right? Spirit also wants you to, again, use your assertiveness. If you are the one who is the more assertive one, or maybe not, Spirit wants you to be assertive and stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. You also, now you know, I don't like to tell people what to do, baby. That's not what I like to do because I'm in the Aries twice over. I don't like to be told what to do. But word around town is you may want to switch over to vegetarian, right? Raise your vibration through vegetarian eating, plant-based eating. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they just told me to, and so here I am. All right. Bye, Pisces. Ciao.